guys, hope everyone's doing well today. Today's Monday. That tropical storm Debbie is it's up near the Florida-Georgia state line right now. I hope that all of you, whoever is in the path of this storm, I pray that you guys are doing well. I know there's a lot of power outages all over that part of Florida and Georgia. And if I understood correctly, it's upwards of 300,000 without power, which is a lot. I was going to ride the four-wheeler back here, but we're having just band after band of rain, and I don't want to get back here and get caught in a bad weather squall. So I'm just going to take the truck back here. I had to get out of the house for a minute. It's a little stuffy inside right now. I am not an indoors type person. I do not like being indoors at all. Even in winter when it's cold. Even the days that we've seen our temps in the teens, I would rather be outside. Summer's a little different. I love the outdoors. I just can't handle the heat. Trying to find somewhere in here. Ooh, that just about caught my. It did catch my mirror, but it almost caught the window where I got it opened. I'm gonna find somewhere back here to park where I'm not so close to the woods. I got a tree down right here in our path. It's small. Looks like it was dead. Oh, there's another one down right here. Alright, I've got to move this thing, try to see if I can't get it shifted over. Alright, I'm back here on the property, near the south end. Storm has got this whole area feeling kind of odd. Stand by one moment. Alright guys, I made it. Just trying to use my little tripod. I just screw my DJI extension handle to the top of my little Walmart tripod. But it's too high. I'm having to look up and my neck's killing me today. We are doing well as far as this storm. We're getting rain. Seems every 30 minutes or so we're getting a rain shower. Wind's blowing at times pretty hard, but we haven't gotten anything over 40 mile an hour. Today it's, for the most part, it's been mild. After about 1 o'clock this afternoon, it got mild. Today's Monday. Let me see if I can pull up the date. August 5th. Monday, August 5th. And I hope everyone that's in the path of the storm, I hope all of you are doing well. Please let us know, how you're doing, if you're out of power, what's going on with you. If you could post it in the comments below, I'd appreciate it. We've got a very large group here of prayer warriors for those that are new here. And they go out of the way to send prayers out for people. And we've done some amazing things as a family, as a unit, to help others in regards to praying for people. It's sort of what we all do. But I just wanted to update everyone. We are doing good. It's been a very long day, very busy day. I am not feeling at the best right now. I had to go in this morning for blood work, and they scheduled my blood work for 10:30. And when you get up, between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning, that would be the same as waking up at 7 and then having to fast until noon and go do your blood work. And I'm old, I'm fat, I'm at the point I just, I don't know, don't really care a whole lot when it comes to that. And they asked me, did you fast? When I got there, I said, nope, I had some coffee. He said, you have cream in it? And I said, well, yeah, I'm not going to drink it black. I don't like it black. So shoot, yeah. And anyway, they rescheduled me. I got to go back later this week, first thing in the morning, so I can, I'm doing a full panel. But anyway, outside of that, I'm blabbing. Please forgive me, guys. I'm doing good. It's just a routine blood work. One of the things that that's been on my mind, and I was wanting to really just bring it up and mention it, share it with you, because I'm interested to see what you guys think. I've been thinking about all the different beings that are being spotted worldwide. There's so many different things people are experiencing these days. The UFO phenomena is ramped up to an all-time high. There's a lot of bizarre stuff. We have seen, 4 or 5 dozen UFOs. What I can say with 100% certainty were not balloons, they were not drones, they were not helicopters, they were not planes. Bizarre things that move, really gravity defying, the way they maneuver in the air. We've seen a lot. A lot of them are just lights, big huge balls of light. Sometimes they'll take off straight up into the atmosphere just within a millisecond and they're gone, they're out of sight. But anyhow, with everything going on, I was thinking about the werewolf creatures. And what's been puzzling me on it, all of these mythology, the mythological creatures, and what the ancient Americans, ancient Native Americans, what they had documented in cave drawings and cave paintings and carvings, and ancient Egypt, and just every continent on the planet where there were people. And one of them is the werewolves. They were documented back as thousands of years, way before Christ. And what's been on my mind, what I'm trying to figure out, is the use of silver bullets. If you remember the lore, the old lore of to successfully eradicate a werewolf, you must use a silver bullet. And I've been puzzled as to why. Who came up with that? Was it actually tested? That aspect of it sort of puzzles me, but the part that my mind keeps going to is silver. What silver is. Silver is a pure metal. It is a sacred metal, like gold. A lot of ancient holy artifacts are gold or silver. But I believe bronze was also a sacred metal, salt. And you guys know, with people dealing with demonic activity in their homes, in their businesses, wherever it may be, salt is used a lot because it is a sacred mineral. And it got me to thinking, is silver, as far as silver bullets being used to eradicate these werewolves, these dogmen beings, is it due to silver being a sacred metal. If that's the case, then would a bullet cast out of salt do it? Or a bullet that's been dipped in frankincense oil or myrrh or lavender? One of these sacred elements, whatever you call them, materials, whatever they are. And it's just gotten my brain to go down a rabbit hole. My mind is just hitting corners, and I'm trying to figure out, where did this entire the use of silver bullets, where did it originate? And the use of silver bullets with the werewolves was in 1767. And if you remember, it was the beast of Jouvedon, France, I think. But that was the werewolf, or the wolf creature, the really huge wolf that was killing and eating people. And supposedly it was, they took care of that problem with the silver bullet. 1767. The werewolf himself, that being, it dates back to 2100 BC. That is a long time ago. And that was the Epic of Gilgamesh. And where a man turning into a wolf. So it kind of, I don't know, it just, I'm puzzled by the whole thing. And when I first learned about these werewolf beings, and then Jeff Townsend and myself ran into one just a few years back, and it was small. It was not a big creature, big animal, whatever you call it. It wasn't really big. I would guess around 5 foot if it stood up erect, fully erect. And it appeared to be very scared of us. It was not, I didn't get any sensation whatsoever that we were in any type of dire trouble. But that was my second introduction into that creature. The name Dogman just doesn't, for me personally, it doesn't feel right. Just like the name Bigfoot, it's almost cartoonish hearing that name. And so for me, my personal preference, these Dogman things, I call them werewolves. The original stories about them were labeled as werewolves. And then ancient Egypt, they were Anubis, and who knows what they are, but they've been documented for a very long time, for thousands of years. And I was very puzzled as to the use of silver bullets, and I wish we could find some information. I haven't done a lot of research into it at all. Maybe 20 minutes at best. I just haven't had time. But if you guys have any information, anything to contribute to that, I'd love to hear it. I really would. The use of silver bullets is just, I don't know, it originated somewhere. Supposedly with that werewolf that was eating people, that one that Jean Chastel or some Chastel, Chustel, I don't remember. Jean or Jean, Jean was the first name. But he was the one that supposedly he killed the big wolf that was killing people, and supposedly he done it with a silver bullet. That was according to Wikipedia. And we've read the story, we shared that article here, but I do not remember in the article where they stated it was a silver bullet. that he killed it with. I don't remember that. And so the little bit of research I've done, it just pulled it up that he supposedly used a silver bullet. And I'm just trying to figure out, how did that come about? What initiated that man? If he did use a silver bullet, where did he get the idea to use silver? Is it because, maybe it's because it is a sacred metal and it's much, much cheaper than gold, and it's much easier to work with than bronze, because bronze is a mixture of metals. And if you lived in a small village, there was a high chance they didn't have anything, they didn't have any type of kiln or anything to melt all these hard metals down and to blend them and to make bronze. I wouldn't think. I don't know, I wasn't around back then, but it's just something that's been, it's just been irritating me trying to figure that out. And it was something, the more I thought about it, the more fascinating it became for me. And I thought, well, maybe I'll share it with my YouTube family, my extended family, because 99% of you are so far past me in knowledge, and your way of thinking is so much more solid than mine is. And I was just hoping to get some type of insight. And maybe some of you know why silver bullets were something that they used in taking out creatures like that. But I don't know. I'm speaking off the hip, and I may be not making any sense whatsoever. But anyhow, something to think about. I just, the reason I started dwelling on it was, my opinion of these werewolf creatures are, I believe they are demonic in nature. If not demonic, they're evil. That is my belief. And I'm not pushing that on anybody. You know, do your own due diligence and come to your own conclusion. But for me, I believe they're evil. They're normally seen in areas where there are bodies, a lot of death, graveyards, old cemeteries. That's normally where they're at. Burial grounds, Native American burial grounds. And they supposedly guard the dead. Are they trying to prevent the dead from rising? You know, the day comes supposedly when the dead arise, and then they're judged for what they've done or didn't do. Are they there to prevent the dead from rising and from, you know, meeting the Father? I don't know. I'm just talking. But it's just really, I don't know. It's been eating at my brain trying to figure this out. And when I started thinking about the silver bullet thing, the only thing I can see that ties it to being able to take out one of these creatures is, if these creatures are evil, if they're demonic, if they're slightly, I mean, just the slightest bit demonic, then silver being a sacred metal, I could definitely see that being able to take them out. But then again, so could all of the other sacred elements, like salt, these sacred oils, blessed items, you know, anything that's got the essence of God tied to it, I believe would have the power to take them out. But it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, and it's bothering me, and I don't know why it shouldn't. Let me grab my camera stick. I don't hear any thunder right now, and it doesn't look like there's any rain coming. It's coming from that way. If it does come, it's coming from north. But I'm not hearing anything. I'll grab the camera stick. We'll take a walk back here for a moment. Just give me just a second. This little tree here is about to come down too. Got a little life left in it, but not much. I had to adjust the setting on my camera. This is the south gate, the white pipe you see down the road. A lot of trees down. They're dead trees, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't pushed. That one's broke off right there. Oh, it's the top of this tree. This oak. There's another one. May have been the storm. Most likely the storm. There's a little bird nest right there. He's not finished with it. We've got a trail I put through here, and it goes all the way down to the opposite end of the property down there, and then it goes up. We can get to the house from that spot. Let me make sure this camera's still there. Yep. And this trail here is a new one too. We had to cut a few trees on this one. There's one of them. In order to get through. We just wanted to be able to get around the entire property, the perimeter for hunting season. These guys coming in poaching. This spot, it's stuck in my shoe. This spot right down here, we're going to put a ground blind where we could sit and watch this. I don't want to put it right there at the beginning of it because these guys are coming in from this gate over here, and I don't want them to know it's there and steal my ground blind. We get a lot of deer coming through here normally. Got a friend of ours owns that property right there. You can see where it changes from planted pines to little oaks and other stuff. That's the boundary. Hopefully we don't run into a snake. Because I'm wearing the ACD SAF boots. I do not have my snake boots on. That's a buck rub from last year. And he's killed that pine. And that other pine right here, that one that's leaning, that's a big buck rub on it. There's two bucks that are running together that were coming through, rubbing those trees, and we did not get either one of them. Very old deer, very, very intelligent animals. This trail here goes all the way to the west boundary, and then we got it all the way up to 2/3 of the way, I guess. Just a little past halfway point. And the trail goes right here and it turns, and then it goes right through there until it about another 150 foot 200 foot is where the boundary is. But we're gonna come in here because Rosie's gonna be out here with us, and dropped it. Smells like fish. I think it's some type of algae. Oh, that tree's dead. It's gonna have to come down. I wasn't paying attention when we picked this spot. I wanted to put a ground blind right here because it's like a divot. But that's a deer trail right there, just coming through. So I've got to do it. I need to do this soon so that they get accustomed to the change. And there's the trail. If you can make it out, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make that out or not. I think I'm going to have to scoot over this way though. That was a root ball. It's not a stump. I know it looks like a stump, but it's, oh, there's a tree right there. That tree's still alive. Yeah, it's gonna have to be right here. There's the trail right there. I've just got to measure to see what the distance is. Oh, I guess I can put a stand right there. We're blind. Might be able to leave that dead tree up there and just put it back in here. I can't tell if they're still using that trail or not. Oh, that tree's right in their way to seeing down there. But you'll be down here anyway, down kind of low. Yeah, I guess I'll put that blind right here where I'm standing. Unless I can get it in here. It'd be great if I can get it in these bushes. Then I won't have to cut so much. Maybe. Yep. But there's the property boundary is right there. This is it, where the last of the pines, where the pines stop. That's our boundary line. I just don't want nobody coming here stealing my ground blind, which means I'll have to put a bunch of stuff right here to block its view. Looking for the corner marker. I put a corner marker up here somewhere. It's right through there. I can see it. It's a pink. There's a pink ribbon on the ground, a flag. That's where the survey markers are. You see the pink ribbon on the tree right back there. You go about 5 feet past that ribbon and you're on the boundary line. So we'll be good right here. Yeah, I could put this, yeah buddy, clear some of this out from my blind in here. And cut down some stuff to put around it to keep people from, hopefully keep people from finding it. What it is, they park at our back gate. And when the deer cross the boundary line, there's an old logging road there, and when the deer cross over it to come onto our property, these people are shooting them. And sometimes they're coming on the property to recover their deer. Oh, stepped on a mushroom. Thought it was dog poo. It's a mushroom. I'm not going to go far, you guys. Definitely not going to go far because we're not long from sundown. This is the new trail. This tree right here with the ribbon on it, if you go about 5 feet past that tree, that's the actual boundary marker. I'm going to cut through right up here, go back to the truck. This is a friend of ours. We've known him for a really long time. This is his property, all of this on this side. And I think some of his buddies are hunting on our side. And he knows we don't want anybody over here. It's not the point that we don't want them hunting. But what they're doing, they're not gauging the deer to make sure that they're old enough to be harvested. They're seeing horns and they're pulling the trigger. And we're not about coming here and just killing the deer off. You've got to be selective and try to target your mature deer so that your young deer have the chance to grow up. That's a buck rub right there that killed that pine too. Well, I'm on a deer trail. Look at this trail right here. Look at that. That is worn down. Got a ladder stand up here. It may not be far enough back though, but it should be right here in front of us. These deer were coming through, and we stopped hunting this stand. We're actually going to take it down and move it because a lot of the young deer, the majority of the young deer that we have coming on here, and the mothers that have babies, they're coming through back here. Look at this. This is alive, and it's broke right there. Oh, there's my stand right there. There's a ladder stand right there. But these deer started coming through, so we started feeding them over here. We're feeding the squirrels, just the deer happen to come up sometimes too. The deer are eating the squirrels' food. We got to take this one down, and we're going to move it somewhere else. Because we're not hunting, we're not going to allow nobody to hunt back here. You can see the trail right there. That's a deer trail where they're coming across the back of the property. And they're coming up right here. They're going right here. And here's the ladder stand. They're going right beside it. And then right down there is where we were feeding the squirrels. Last time I put a camera up in here, it sat in here for 3 or 4 weeks. I didn't get one animal on camera. Thought the corn was bad. Oh, that scared me. That was a katydid. A cicada. I thought the corn was just no good, so we moved it to a different location on the property. Put the same camera on it there, and first night we got animals. So it was not the corn. Something was going on in this area, and the deer are pushed out. All the animals were pushed out. Right, I'm back at the truck. Truck's right there. It wasn't that far. Thought it'd been a little further walk to get back to it. I don't know what this tree is here. We call it wild creep myrtle. It looks like a creep myrtle, but it is so hard. That stuff is a booger to cut. But anyhow, you guys, I wanted to check in with everyone. I want to make sure that none of you guys are in a bad situation due to this storm, this tropical storm. And I just let everyone know that we're fine. We're doing good. We're supposed to get a ton of rain in the next couple of days. There's a deer trail right there. Isn't that weird? Or a bear trail? What is that? It's a cool looking little bottle. I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it here before. Maybe one of them scent things you put the deer estrus in, deer urine, or doe urine to draw in the deer, but I don't know what it is. That's glass. Ouch, that hurt. But anyhow, y'all have an amazing evening. Be blessed in all you do. I went to the house, our old house. I do have my computer here now, and my light, my microphone, all that stuff. I just do not have it set up. I've got to go back and get my table, my computer table, and then figure out where I'm going to put it at, and that's just something I haven't done yet. You guys, I love you all. Have an amazing evening. And if anything's going on, if there's anything I can help with, I don't know what I could do, but I'll absolutely do my best. Just shoot me an email. My email address is standinggoatsrescue@yahoo.com. We'll see you guys soon. Be well, be blessed, be kind. We'll see you down the road.